It's side time for grade 9. Unit number 6, blood circulatory system. We were talking about the heart and how blood comes into the heart, how it goes out, and the parts of the heart. Today is the part 2 of this lesson. It's about the medium flowing through these vessels, that is blood. So let's see the components of the blood. When we take blood to a test tube, we can separate the components by a special method. It is called as centrifugal method. It's just like turning inside a kind of device. So by the centrifugal method we can separate the components of the blood. When we separated them, normally we can see there are two major portions here. Around 55% is a pale color liquid. We call that as blood plasma. And the rest, the reddish color portion, it is the corpuscles or the blood cells containing that 45%. So the blood plasma mainly consists of three things. That is water, around 90% is water, and plasma proteins and other soluble substances. What are the corpuscles? Those are the blood cells and fragments. See these ones. Out of these corpuscles, around 90% of the corpuscles are the red blood cells. You can see them here. And the number is less in the other type. This type is called the white blood cells. Their number vary according to our body situation. Sometimes in sick condition, the number of white blood cells or the percentage of white blood cells can be increased. And the third type is the small fragments you can see. These ones are known as platelets. So these are the main three corpuscles or main three blood cell types found in our blood. Alright, let's talk about plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets in details. First thing, the blood plasma. It is the liquid portion of the blood. It looks like pale yellow color and it acts as the medium to the blood, and around 90% of the plasma is water. So what are the other things contained in this blood plasma? Plasma serves as the transport medium for many things. These are the things, mainly proteins, plasma proteins, salt types and enzymes and antibodies, hormones, gases. Gases means mainly they transport carbon dioxide gas. Oxygen never transport through the blood plasma. So these are the things, and also it distributes the heat around our body. The heat builds inside the body, is carried to the skin through this blood plasma. Therefore it acts as cooling agent of our body. Likewise, blood plasma has many functions. Then we will move to the corpuscles. The first corpuscle type that we are talking about, the red blood cells. It's also known as erythrocytes in science. And erythrocytes look like this. They seem like fat discs and their middle is thin. Edges are thick. So we call their shape as biconcave shape. From both sides they show concave appearance. Biconcave disc-like cells. Contains red pigment called hemoglobin. They look red color because of hemoglobin pigment. Pigment means colorful substance. And these hemoglobin molecules are the ones responsible of carrying oxygen. So let's see the functions of these red blood cells. Functions. This is the first function. Transportation of oxygen. That is the major function. So you can see bulk transporting oxygen towards the cells. They load these oxygen at lungs and unload them at the cells. Also they carry little amount of carbon dioxide. You can see in the pictures they are carrying lots of oxygen but bringing back this amount of carbon dioxide because more amount of carbon dioxide transport through the blood plasma. So these are the functions of the red blood cells. Next type, white blood cells or leukocytes. We can call white blood cells as the army force or the security force of our body. They provide the protection needed to the body. So they look like large spherical cells. There are 5 types of white blood cells active in different ways. Normally they look transparent or whitish color. So what are the functions? One function is engulfing bacteria. One type of white blood cells engulf the bacteria and destroy them. There is one fighting mechanism. The other fighting mechanism is producing antibodies. We can call these antibodies as the weapons. Once germ attack come, they can make weapons and destroy the pathogens, destroy the microorganisms. So that is the second function. Third way that they protect our body is this, giving immunity and maintaining the alarm or maintaining the uh, con consistent fighting against the germs. So you can see they always make the germs fear and stay them away from our body. And leukocytes fight against pathogens and protect our body from them. So the white blood cells are the largest cell types. When you get sick, their number increase and fight against the germs and protect us. Look at the next. Platelets or thrombocytes. Thrombocytes are important in one special case. You can see normally they look like inactive form, they look like pellets. But this form is the active form. When they activated, they just change their shape into kind of branched mode. You can see hands like things. And how this new formation help them to serve us. Look at this. They are cell fragments and very small in size, look like pellets. Their functions. Their function comes in this sort of case, emergency case. Look at this. This blood cell has damage. Now blood is leaking out. So at this moment, these platelets get activate and they just gather around and hold from their hands each other, hands means these branches, and close the wound or act as a plug. So close the cuts or bruises. Later on they secrete some chemicals to make it to a permanent clot. And look at these figures, you can nicely understand that here's the open and these inactive ones. Now when they reach this place, they change their shape here and they hold the cut or bruise. Thereafter they form temporary plug here. Then this temporary plug can hold other cells with the support of other cells, or by taking other cells as reinforcement materials, they make into a permanent plug like this. Thereafter it dries out until the wound heals. This temporary clot remains. This clot remains until cell grows and cause this. So these are the functions. This is the main function of the platelets. And the story is about blood and its components. And this is the end of part 2 of our lesson. So until we meet with part 3, goodbye.